Vanita, participated in conservation clubs as a child. I was a Girl Scout and learned my first lessons in inclusiveness and racial exclusion from adults who ran the program.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it seems like we have a number of things in common. Just, I was also a Girl Scout.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I will never know what that feels like, that kind of racial exclusion. I'll never
Mm-hmm.
know what it's like to experience that myself.
Has anyone ever called you out of your name but used your whiteness against you?
Maybe once a long time ago when I was a kid.
Okay. Was that a not safe situation for you at that point? Were you by
Um,
yourself? Or?
n- no, it wasn't that it was unsafe. I mean, I was around other kids,
Mm-hmm.
so we were all kids.
Mm-hmm.
But it just was very confusing to me. I'd never experienced it before, and so I didn't know how to react.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in the suburbs,
Mm-hmm.
so I was pretty protected. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting because I was a suburban kid too, and we were both protected and unprotected in those moments. Because for me, I'm going up against something where some adult thinks that I'm not where I'm supposed to be. So there was a whole, like you say, confusion. There's a whole social dynamic happening around a child of 7 or 10 or however old we were, me and my best friend when we were growing up. But it's interesting is that I knew what to say. I knew what to say back to that person who called me out of my name and then castigated her for walking with and etc. And I was the one who responded. Uh, we were brave kids, I guess you would say. And to be brave at that time would have been that you would speak back to an adult, though we were mostly, yes sir, yes ma'am. But this person had stepped out of respect for children and had done what he did. And so I said, that's because she likes them. And I said the word, that's why. And she was right beside me, and we were tough girls together, running and jumping and this, that, and the other. And she said, yeah. And that was all we needed as children to do, to sit back and keep on walking. We never stopped walking. We didn't engage with the adult past that. But it was a moment where there was an affirmation between us, and we had given ourselves permission to not be as respectful to an adult because that adult had broken that. But I do really hope that there is a wave of people waking up and going, wait a minute, we have these values as a country, and we are going to live them, because there are generations of young people behind us who deserve to have the ability to live the lives they envision for themselves. That's my hope for the future.
my personal values are that we should be judged, every single one of us should be judged as people by what we do, how we conduct ourselves, how we treat other people, what we say, meaning if we tell the truth or if we make stuff up, not other factors about us that we can't change. I feel really strongly about that. I feel that if we talk about freedom for all means all. It doesn't mean that us all, but minus this other group. All means all. So freedom and liberty for all means all. Period. Full stop.
Mhm. And you've been able to live your life by those values.
I try. I
Mhm.
try. I
Mhm.
try.
Mhm.